Out of the Eaton fire zone.
Mike Rogers at the desk. You're tracking a staggering increase in burglaries.
Yeah, you know, I was speaking with the LA County Sheriff's Department tonight, the lieutenant over there at Altadena Station, who's trying to manage this increase. And as you mentioned, it is staggering. The number 450% that has increased year over year. Now, the lieutenant there tells me that while those numbers do sound a lot, and they are, it's basically about 30 or so compared to last year and 160 or so compared to this year. Now, he prefaces a lot of those were at the beginning of the Eaton fire when everything was still under evacuation, but for many residents, that's no comfort.
It's trauma enough to come to your house with your neighbor's house on fire. You have the houses behind us on fire. You know, and it's hard to see that enough. But I feel like when you hear about people breaking into your neighbor's house, it's like it's adding more stress, more pain, unnecessary pain.
You can only imagine what those residents there have been through. The Sheriff's Department, though, says they're doubling down their efforts. Ever since the fire, we've seen this night after night after night. Every time we fly over to the Eaton fire, we see an increased level of law enforcement. We see helicopters in the sky. In addition, the lieutenant tells me tonight they're adding 70 cameras that will be able to read license plates. They're working with nonprofits to put up fencing around all the properties because then the DA's office can charge more quickly as a trespassing call versus somebody just being on the property. The lieutenant says there's a lot going on here, and they are trying to make sure that everyone in that area feels safe.
A lot of them also are from the initial onset of the fire. So we saw a major spike, what we believe is a major spike, because before we were able to lock everything down. But we're actually going out and checking people's homes, and we have about 600 homes in that group. We also have done well more than 14,000 home checks at this point, and that's really something that you've never heard of law enforcement doing for the community.
Yeah, those Altadena home checks, there are 600 homes on that list. We do have a link on our website, kcalnews.com, on the online version of the story that can help you if you need to sign up for that. But as you heard the lieutenant say, they've done 14,000 home checks. They're also encouraging people who may not be at home, but if they still have internet, to put those cameras up, those Ring cameras, which will have notify you when there's movement inside of the homes. And you guys, you got to really think about this, because so many times in neighborhoods, the way police are notified is through somebody seeing something, through somebody getting picked up on a security camera. The problem in these neighborhoods is none of that exists anymore. There aren't people in those neighborhoods anymore, making it all harder for law enforcement. But they say they're doubling down. Tonight alone, they have 19 extra deputies on patrol just in the Altadena area to try to stop anything from happening.
All right, Mike, thank you so much for that update.